Thanks to our friends at The Motley Fool for sponsoring this video. Visit fool.com/Rive to receive the top 10 stocks to buy right now. After years of speculation, Apple is finally throwing its name into the ring in VR and AR. It has been all but confirmed that in 2023, the company will release some sort of headset, and we have at least some rumors about what those will look like. So I thought it would be interesting to look at what Apple's releasing, what the impact could be on the company in comparison to what Meta is generating right now, and who I think the secret winner will be here. It's not actually Apple, it's Unity, and I want to explain why. Before we get there, I do want to ask you to subscribe to Rive Investing. It really helps out the show, and share this with anybody you think would be interested. The rumors are currently that Apple will be announcing some sort of headset in the spring of 2023 with a fall launch to be expected. This is a slimmed down headset that looks a little bit like Meta's Oculus Quest 2. It does have a battery pack that will attach to your pocket or your hip and has a VR or AR setup that can be turned on or off, which I think is a really interesting innovation from Apple. They also have a number of cameras both on the inside and outside to track your eyes and then also track what the world looks like around you, including LiDAR, something they've been including on iPhones for quite a while now. And I think is a logical addition for them because they can help map that environment more precisely than Meta has been able to do with the cameras that it has on its Quest devices. The downside for Apple is that the rumors price point at this point is about $3,000. So there's probably a very limited market, even though Apple has a lot of diehard customers. I do want to put into context what this business could look like. You remember that Meta actually changed its name from Facebook to Meta Platforms with the idea that it was going to go all in on the metaverse and all of these VR products that it's been developing. The company has poured tens of billions of dollars into buying and developing assets for VR and AR. And right now it's only generating about $2 billion a year in revenue. That's not very significant when we think about Apple's revenue of nearly $400 billion per year. So this probably isn't going to be a needle mover, even if Apple generates significantly more revenue than Meta does from this VR AR platform right now, which I think is questionable given the price point. I think this is probably going to be volumes that are more along the lines of high-end Macs or MacBooks rather than volumes along the lines of even like an iPad, and it's going to be nowhere near what they sell in iPhones. But this will be another extension to the product line, and I think that's the way to think about this. This is not going to be a platform in and of itself. It's going to be an extension of the iPhone. And that's where we get to, I think, a really interesting potential winner with this device, and that is Unity. Unity is the game engine that most developers for iPhone apps used to develop their apps. It also has an advertising platform, so it's a way for developers to monetize in their apps. They're going to port a lot of that capability to this new Apple headset. Unity has been a go-to platform for developing in VR and AR, even on Meta's devices for quite a while now. And it's going to be supposedly the preferred partner for Apple. We don't know yet if it's going to be the exclusive game engine partner, but it's definitely going to be a preferred partner. So that's a really good position for them to be an incremental boost in their development pipeline. Now, Unity is still a relatively small company, about a $12 billion market cap and $1.3 billion in revenue, but it does have a big opportunity being the game engine for a lot of these metaverse and more digital environments that are going to be built. So the fact that Apple is having them as one of their key contributors to this new headset, I think this really helps them in their battle against the Unreal Engine, which is the other major gaming platform that's being used for VR and AR and gaming in general. But if Apple is where developers need to be to build for these new headsets, along with the ease of use for developing for iPhones, iPad, and other devices, I really like Unity's future as a company. Now, they clearly need to turn around their financials. They're losing money right now, but hopefully over the next year or two, growth in revenue can offset some of those losses, and then they can pair that with some cost cuts and get to profitability. I think this could be a company that has a really bright future. I do want to see it turn those operations around before buying more shares, but this is another incremental boost for Unity. Having Apple in your corner is always a good thing, and being at the bleeding edge of their next generation device is a really great place to be. What do you think about Apple's new headset? I'd love to hear your comments because there are a lot of different views of what that is going to look like going forward. And what do you think about Unity as a potential winner here? Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to Rive Investing, and I'll see you again here next time.